I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good?
Gabagoo, gabagoo, gabagoo. Don't it feel good? Gabagoo.
Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch. Pop up clean room, everyday celebration. Take a trip vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta keep back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, I did that. Living my life with no regrets. So I titled, link up, pull up on me. What we on? We did chillin', where we at the spot. What time? Anytime. Link up, pull up on me. What we on? We did coolin'. Chill spot, what time? Party time. I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel?
Oh yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and all rise and shine. I hope you got your
cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Oh, baby, you're gonna need that cup of coffee in the big times, all right? You're gonna need it, baby. Because when you watch the New York Yankees, life ain't easy, all right? Life ain't easy for everyone. When you watch this ball club, it's agita. Up to here, up to your ears. You got agita when you watch this club. But ladies and gentlemen, we got quite a bit to talk about today. And I tell you guys this right now, man. I want to make this one today. This is your show. Just remember that, folks. I want to get to a lot of voicemails. I want to hear what you guys got to say. This is a beautiful day. This is a beautiful, well, some of you may not consider it a beautiful day because, someone who truly understands how to treat a man. He probably walking free. And if anything, it ain't going to be too much. You guys know what's going on with Diddy right now. That man about to walk free. Anyway, I ain't going to talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. As I said before, I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I hope you're doing A-okay. I hope everybody's in a great mood, but let's jump right into today's conversation. Uncle Dom, John Brophy, Alex, what's up, my brother, with the first super chat of the day?
Thank you for being a friend.
Macho, what's up, brother? Corinne, how you doing? Oh, Kev Boogie got that gabagoo. Oh, hey, it's what he got there, baby.
Gabagoo, over here.
Oh, folks, Philo, Ness, what's up, everybody? But let's get right into it, folks. Here it is. Nobody wants to see this morning. I tell you that much. Ain't nobody wanted to see this morning. Oh, Lord, have mercy. on us all. Oh, give me something for the pain.
Give me something for the pain and let me die.
Just leave me there, damn it. Just leave me there. Well, every single year we go through the same thing. I'm starting to call it the midseason mess. MSM. That's what it's called, folks. The midseason mess. And as John Brophy just said, the Rays are starting to fall apart. That's good news for the Yankees, at least. They lost 3 in a row. We should be thankful that they've lost 3 in a row. But right now, folks, the AL East, it's right there, man. The AL East is an open... It's wide open for whoever wants to take the division title. It is wide open for whoever wants that damn division title. The Toronto Blue Jays, who have beat the Yankees 2 games in a row, are 1 game back. The Tampa Bay Rays happen to be a game and a half back. And Boston has just kind of continued to be ass. And like, I don't know what I want to be. Do I want to be ass? Do I not want to be ass? I have no clue. And I'm happy right there that DJ Steele just pointed that out, but the Yankees' expected win-loss record should be about 53-32, which kind of makes sense based off some of the games that we watched and called and said, hey, whoa, there's a problem here, folks. Hold on a second. I'm sensing an issue. I'm sensing a problem here. And obviously here at the U, we've called it out many, many times, but the Yankees are in a position right now where it's kind of tough. They're in a tough spot. They are once again kind of looking around saying, what is wrong now? What's the problem? What are we going to do? How are we going to fix this? How do we go about fixing this? And that is a major issue for this club. It's been an issue for quite some time. And now the Yankees bullpen is a train wreck. It's a train wreck. My prediction before this series began, right there on Designated Spitters, me and Francis talked about it. I said, you better hope you get a bare minimum of 6 because nobody can trust the Yankees bullpen right now. Fernando Cruz going down, that's how fragile this bullpen is. It makes the Yankees just, who are you going to throw? And Mark Leiter ain't it. I'm happy Yankee fans are starting to realize that when they made that deal last year at the 24-hour stream during the deadline. You guys remember me saying, why? Why? I mean, I'm not a fan of this move, and so far it has been an absolute nightmare. He's been a train wreck this season. He has, just been absolutely horrible over his last couple of games. But things right now for the Yankees are not totally looking up. And a lot of people, a lot of players are caught in the crossfire, so to say. One of those, of course, being Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe is, getting an absolute beatdown by a lot of people. And I'm going to be real here with you guys. I've defended Volpe many, many times. You guys here have heard me defend him countless times. That I believe in this kid. I think he's going to be all right. Let's take it easy. You know what I mean? I understand why Yankee fans are upset. I completely get it. I do understand why there's a little bit of vitriol here because the Yankees did hype this player up to be this unbelievable prospect, a player, Derek Jeter-esque. He's from New Jersey, bada bing, bada boom. He's Italian, you got all that. He's half Italian, actually. And, you got all that other stuff going on. But Rod Thompson adds, and Volpe is the A.J. Soprano of the Yankees. I mean, I don't think I could have said it any better than that. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't know how. That might be the best comparison I've ever seen when it comes to the Yankees and Anthony Volpe. He is the A.J. Soprano of the Yankees. Rock, can you tweet that out and tag NYY Underground in it? Because I want to share that. You are not wrong. You are not wrong at all. That is an amazing comp because it's true. I want to play something for you guys. Do you guys remember this brilliant video by Brian Cashman? Let's take a listen.
Let's see how. So if Volpe comes up crushing it this year, are you going to be like, hey, I guess their development system does produce hitters?
I reviewed the movies in front of me. The movies this year weren't good.
Okay,
if
so
the movies are good, next year we'll have a different discussion.
All right, and then I can hear you say, you know what? Remember last year I look forward to that. I look forward to you telling me that when Volpe crushes it offensively this year for us, that you'll say, "Hey, man, I guess your development program did a good job." And it was just sea legs under him his first maiden voyage year with not much AAA under his belt. I mean, I feel it's pretty basic.
Hear the smugness at the end. They're just such a smug team, man. They have become such a smug team. They know more than everybody. They're better than everybody. They're smarter than everybody. That is who the New York Yankees have become. This is after Anthony Volpe's first year. Mind you, this is now basically 2 years later. And I want to shout out Mike Lupica. You guys know Mike Lupica, very, very popular writer for years and years and years. Here was his response to that video, posted by Kev, by the way. Mike Lupica quote tweeted him. Anthony Volpe is hitting .225. All Yankee fans look forward to him, quote unquote, crushing it. An absolute beatdown of Baldy is what you just saw by Mike Lupica. And let me say one thing really quickly. I don't think any Yankee fan is against Anthony Volpe crushing it. I think we all want him to. Deep inside, I think every Yankee fan would sit there and go, look, I don't dislike him. Why would I dislike Anthony Volpe? I want Anthony Volpe to crush it. The fact of the matter is, he hasn't. He hasn't crushed it. And things are starting to once again get severely ugly for Volpe. Take a look at this right here, folks. Over his last 30 games, it's about 100 at-bats, a 182 batting average, 268 on-base percentage, and a 333 slugging during that time. It gets worse at 15 games, 122 average. Things are getting very ugly for Anthony Volpe. And let me tell you guys one more thing, because I'm not looking to say replace him. I'm not saying that. There's not much in the system besides, when Lombard is ready and they got to figure out what the infield is going to look like. Anthony Volpe's not going anywhere. So a lot of the people out there saying, trade Volpe, get rid of him. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm had enough. I'm sick of it. Get rid of him, Pete, please. He is not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. It is not happening. He's not going nowhere. They're not going to trade him. They're not going to release him. They're not going to get rid of him. And it's what I've been saying for a long time. They don't have to. If you want to commit to him, commit to him. But you got to stop hitting him sixth. You got to bat him 8-9. You really got to bat him 8-9 and let it ride and go from there. The Yankees do a lot of things wrong, folks. They do. And we can be here all day. Matter of fact, I got a 24-hour stream coming up. We can sit here all friggin' day and talk about it then. I don't mind. But they got a lot of issues that we all know about. Volpe is just one of them. He's one of many issues on this club.
Thank you for being a friend.
We got a super chat from Copeseed the Phil. He says this happens every single year to this team. Everything always changes every year, but there's two things that never change. Cashman and Boone. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you guys something. I don't typically always talk about this stuff, but the video I did yesterday, the short, the Instagram video on Twitter, it went semi-viral out there, right? Talking about the Aaron Boone post game and just how bad it was. Yet again, just terrible, terrible stuff from Aaron Boone, as always. And I got a few calls. And a few messages this morning from certain people. And that video definitely made its way around, as it usually does. And look, the Yankees aren't going to move on from Aaron Boone. They're not going to get rid of Aaron Boone. That's all there is to it. This is what Brian Cashman has made his bed in. And Brian Cashman's bald-ass head needs to lay in bed with it and fess up and man up that maybe this could become a mistake. Because let me tell you something. We can sit here all day and say, this is on Aaron Boone, 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 this is on Aaron Boone. Brian Cashman has won before. When all is said and done, and Aaron Boone's contract is over, and maybe at that time the Yankees have never won. Let's say they don't win. And they then go, you know what? Time to move on to somebody new. Brian Cashman has to answer to it way worse than Aaron Boone does. Look, I'm gonna say something nice about Boone here. Boone never won. He was a brand new manager. Brian Cashman decided to put all his cards on the table for Aaron Boone. He decided to put all those chips in and go, I'm all in, baby. If these 10 years go by and he's never won, it's a major failure. It's even more so a failure on a man who has won, who has tasted the glory to see what it tastes like. As our good friend Nacho Libre once said, he has it all there. He's won already. You hired him, brother, and you stayed with him. And your arrogance and this team's arrogance of knowing better than everybody, being the smartest people in the room, it might just come back and bite you on the ass. Because it just seems like it's more of the same with this club currently. And it doesn't feel like it's getting better. It feels like it's getting worse. Could the Yankees go on a run? Of course. They got a hell of a schedule coming up, though, folks. I want to talk about that real quick before we get into voicemails. Toronto Blue Jays. Right after this, they face the New York Mets. Then they go to Seattle. Then they got the Cubbies. You think that's easy? Then they get a rest. A much-needed rest. But before that All-Star break, folks, it's pretty damn tough. You're going to have to play some good ball with a bit of a depleted club right now. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes, folks. It's going to be really interesting to see how the rest of this goes for the Yankees. I hope Brian Cashman is working the phones already because this is his club. Yesterday, guys, I said, cut the strings off Boone. Boone, cut the strings off. It's true. I wish Aaron decides on being his own man. But again, I'm at the point now where I believe he's bought into all of this. He agrees with all of it. He says I'm a baseball guy, but he's not a baseball guy. Jason, it's a new camera. That's why, brother. Thank you, man. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Aaron Boone has bought in. Aaron Boone hasn't walked away. He isn't doing his own thing. He is fully immersed into getting a lineup card 2 hours before the game. He's fully immersed with, here's who's pitching today, Booney. It's the same old song. The Four Tops. The Four Tops, ladies and gentlemen. It's the same old song. Let's get the voicemails, folks. Your time. Here we go.
Hey, this is Joey from the Bronxy. And I just want to say a few words about this whole process business. Now, we get that the value, the worth of any process, baseball or otherwise, can be judged by what it ultimately leads to in the end.
Bingo.
Okay, we're not Neanderthals.
Bingo.
We realize that there's going to be ups and downs and wins and losses, and that you cannot judge the value of any process by the outcome of one single event or a series even. We get that.
Right.
But we have to judge the value of any process by the ultimate goal. Do you get it or not? Now, I'm even willing to concede that this is not going to happen every year. Even the best process, even if you stick to it religiously, is
100%.
not going to get you a chip at the end of every season. So I grant you that too. It could be bad luck. The wind blew in the wrong direction, whatever.
Facts.
But honey, baby, if you haven't won a chip in 15 consecutive motherfucking years, I think it's pretty safe to assume that the fucking process is not working. How about that? And your fucking comeback is that, well, in one of those years, we kind of got cheated. Well, okay, fuck that. Okay, you got cheated. 14 years then. 14 years. Is that not enough to prove how many more years have to go by without you winning a chip before you finally fucking admit that the problem is you and your stupid fucking corporate culture? It's not working.
That's right. Great
voice.
voice.
Got it wrong. Now, it's okay. We can all get it wrong. But, you know, sticking to this excuse-making is what is driving us crazy. You have to fucking admit that you got it wrong and you have to change course. That's it. 15 years is enough of a sample to prove that whatever your fucking process is not fucking working. Okay? That's math. You like stats and mathematics? There it is for you. You cannot have that kind of variance from the mean 15 fucking years in a row. All right? Anyway, I'm out. Talk to you later.
Unbelievable. What a voicemail by Joey. I mean, my goodness. You could wrap that show up right there with that one. I mean, spot on. You don't get more spot on than that. It's, yeah, Brian Cashman has gone to the excuse levels of, 2017 we got robbed. Oh, bullshit. I'm sorry, I don't care. You ever see that kid? Bullshit. They should have like that button right around Brian Cashman whenever he talks. But we got you. Bullshit. That's all it is. Bullshit. It's the same thing year after year. And look, nobody wants to see anybody lose their job. I've said this 100 times. Oh, Pete, you don't like Aaron Boone. No, it has nothing to do with it liking or disliking Aaron Boone. It has nothing to do with how I feel about Brian Cashman. It has everything to do with results for the team I love. That's it. I don't dislike these guys. I dislike the job they do. That's all. I dislike the job they do. I feel like the organization needs to go in a different path. That's it. Brian Cashman has allowed the analytic department to kind of take over operations here, and it hasn't worked. And at the end of the day, the Yankees are so backwards with analytics that they can't even get their mind around what a normal lineup will look like. They have a kid in Jason Dominguez who's one of the fastest players in the league. By far the fastest player on the team. He's been hot as of late. The Yankees don't put him up top. They don't bat him lead off. They'll say, throw him 6th or 7th. We'll figure it out down there. We'll figure it out. We'll put Goldie first. And I love Paul Goldschmidt. We'll put Paul Goldschmidt. Wouldn't it make more sense that Dominguez is leading off and Goldie hits 6th? Doesn't that kind of add up more if you're a baseball guy, bro? Doesn't that make a bit more sense to a lineup? I mean, I don't understand it. Mike Holden, ain't nothing new here to me, brother. And that's not me patting myself on the back. It's just that when you talk the truth and you believe in what you're saying and you're not scared to say what you believe and the truth comes out, of course people just start gathering around and go, I guess he was right. And to this day, ladies and gentlemen, I sit here and I say, I hope I am wrong. I hope the Yankees hold up a trophy this year. And I go, I was wrong. I want to be wrong. I should not be right, by the way. Why should I be right? I shouldn't be right. That's the problem. I should be wrong. I want the Yankees to win a World Series. Hell, I call every game, good or bad. I'm sitting right here with you all calling these games. It could be a mess. The game could be a train wreck. It could be the worst. And I sit here and I live through it. You don't think I want to see them win a championship to say congratulations, Aaron Boone, congratulations, Brian Cashman, congratulations, Fishman, congratulations, Hal Steinbrenner? You bet your ass I do. You bet your ass I want to see these gentlemen win. 150%. I want to see them win. But I'm not going to let that fog my mind and bullshit my audience into just kind of saying, I think everything's all right. I think everything's fine. It's the players, even though the players have changed since 2018. And look, I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm saying anything wrong when I sit here and I say, Aaron Boone, Brian Cashman, and all leadership expect to win, but they don't play to win. It's probably one of my most famous quotes I've ever had here. I've been saying this since 2018, the first year, and I gave Boone a break. I said, first year, let him be. But that was it. They expect to win. They don't play to win. And their comments and their smugness tells you all you need to know. The expectation is, yeah, we're the Yankees. We're the 27-time World Series champions. Jet flying, kiss stealing, son of a guns. We're the top dogs. We're the Yankees. But when it's time to play ball, they're the stankies. They're the sloppy Yankees. They ain't prepared to win. They ain't going out there to win. They'll say they're going to win. They ain't going to go out there to win, though. I've seen it. There's a comfort level of this club that everything's okay. How can you worry about your job? How can you worry about anything, right? When you are just given extension after extension for nothing. How do you know, Pete? How do you know Boone doesn't hold players accountable? How do you know that? You're not in the clubhouse. How do you know? Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been giving the same message to somebody for, what are we on, 7 years, and the same players, or it just continues to happen, would you say your messaging is resonating with the club? No. That's normal life. That's life. Every management level in the world. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a manager at McDonald's. I don't care who you are. You could be a manager at 7-Eleven. If your workers the same year, they keep doing the same thing, Joe Schmo keeps coming in 30 minutes late every day. You've talked to him 12 times. He's been here 3 years. Well, you're the problem, not Joe Schmo. You're the issue. Why are we talking about the same things every single year? Well, obviously, the players have changed, but the issues remain the same. Gee, I wonder why. In one ear, right at the other, folks. That's likely what it is, right? Let's keep it going.
All rise. Pete, cheer, fanfare. Pete, first of all, baby, accolades. And say on, brother, those closing statements on the postgame yesterday were absolutely incredible. Now, Bernie,
thank you.
Cashman, Fishface, Hal, everybody get together with friends, right? You're all on the clock, bitches. You're all incapable of telling the truth. Because you know what? You can't handle the truth. You lie. You gotta look in the mirror, boys. Get close.
True.
A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
There it is, Dom.
And I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the team a better team, take a look at yourself and make that change. Hey! Make that change! Woo! Let's fucking go!
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, Uncle Dom. Look yourself in the mirror. I said it yesterday, right? Look yourself in the mirror. You got to look yourself in the mirror, man, and that's it. And he's right. Make the damn changes. Let's keep it going, folks.
Hey, Pete. Josh from Sheepshead
What's up,
Bay.
brother?
All rise and shine, I guess.
Yeah,
so,
right?
Yesterday was obviously an awful experience to watch. However, you know, listening to you call the game made it a lot easier.
Thank you, man.
There's a lot of things I could say and complain about that I will probably just be on repeat. But in terms of what the main problem is,
yeah,
the constant, Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman.
Yeah.
I think there's only two solutions to this. And obviously one of them will not be happening. Do I think they should fire Boone and Cashman? Absolutely. 100%. But again, that's a pipe dream.
Correct.
But what I think they should and can do is shrink the rest of the front office and allow Boone to actually manage the team the way he sees fit. Then we'll actually see if he's a baseball guy, like he says he is. So that's one thing. The other thing I want to comment about, and maybe get your reaction, hopefully, is I got to question the influence of Aaron Judge. And
we've talked about this here.
He's the best player on the planet. I want to see him have his revenge tour after last year, the way it ended for him. But I do question some of the leadership that he provides and what he's actually doing in the clubhouse. Anthony Volpe comes up, they're going out and buying suits and going out on the town. And the kid's playing every day. And they're coddling him, taking him under his wing like a leader should do. You know where I don't see that? I don't see that being done to Jason Dominguez. I don't see those reports coming out. I don't see him playing every day. And all this guy does is when he's in the lineup is give 110% and put numbers up and make positive contributions. Let me know what you think, Pete. Hope we win today. Let's go Yankees.
Yeah, man. Look, I agree. I agree with a lot of what you said. You guys know, I mean, a lot of those points that you touched on, we've touched on a lot here already when it comes to, Aaron Judge's leadership. He's the greatest player on the planet. There's no, I don't think anybody denies how great Aaron Judge is. I just truly wonder how effective the leadership is. And should it all be on Judge? No, not at all. Aaron Judge got to go play the game. Aaron Judge gotta be. He has to be the best player in the game because if he's not, the Yankees ain't winning shit. Think about, here's what you should, every team would falter if you take away one of their best players, right? Every team would falter. Do you guys in this chat think the Yankees would even have a chance to make the playoffs if Aaron Judge was not in this team? If Aaron Judge was out or he wasn't a Yankee, do you think this team would even have a shot to make the postseason? No. I think I'll answer for everybody. I don't even got to wait for you guys to answer that. No, not at all. He has a tremendous amount of weight on him to be the greatest player in this game because if not, his team ain't going nowhere. And that's just fact. They're not going to go anywhere without Aaron Judge producing. Is again why I loved when they got Soto because they said now you got two guys back to back. These gentlemen can really go off together. And Francis Lee said it. He had a great comment in our interview with Jordan the Barber on our on-site. He said, if you had those two guys together every year, the offense is set, build around that, but they should be really good. And he's right. You don't have that now. You don't have that. So Judge has to be the best. So again, I don't put it as much on Judge, but I truly have an issue with what's leadership. What is leadership here? Who is leadership? What does it look like? Why doesn't the message not resonate? Gleyber Torres was here all these years under Aaron Boone, and it took the Yankees the last year when they knew he was going to be a free agent to say, you're coming out of the game. Why? Can I ask why? Why are we always having guys out of position? And then getting mad at them when they might make a bad play. I credit Jazz Chisholm for saying, I want to play second base, but if my team wants me at third, I'm going to go do it. I credit him. Those are guys on my team that I want. Those are players you want on your team. But should it have to happen? Because we have DJ LeMahieu? Are you guys telling me that's the reason? And yesterday Aaron Boone was asked about this and he goes, we'll look into it. We'll look into it. Get a third baseman. You guys know something that's pretty scary? How many years has it been now that the Yankees haven't had a third baseman? A constant, regular third baseman. I feel like the last one that we consistently had was who? Donaldson for a little bit? Headley? Who was it? Gio Urshela? I mean, and look at the names I'm saying here. What about a left fielder? This is the 27-time World Series champion New York Yankees, a $300+ million payroll. You mean to tell me we got positions that have rarely ever been filled for years? For years and years and years and years, they're looking around going, I guess we'll throw other people, we'll throw anybody out there, really. Now you got your top prospect in Jason Dominguez, who, by the way, over his last 15 games, hitting .310. His last 30, hitting .280, .340 on base percentage. Cheek says, Volpe hits, they sit him. He slumps, they play him. Dominguez hits, they sit him. And they sit him again. You know, I was looking up some things on Jason Dominguez because I don't want to have, I don't like to have an empty conversation. Everybody knows how I feel about Dominguez and the way the Yankees have handled Jason. I've been very, very open about that. Very loud about it, too, because I think rightfully so, somebody has to be loud for somebody like Jason Dominguez. It's clear as day. He is one of the more dynamic players on your team. He needs to play. You need to play him. His sprint speed. Remember I got attacked about the whole sprint speed. He's not that fast, Pete. You're nuts. You compared him to Bobby Witt. Are you crazy? I took a beating for people until it actually came out that he is. Top 87 percentile in sprint speed. You might want to have that in this lineup. Even if he struggles, you might want to put this in this lineup. Carlos, who is the president of the Jason Dominguez fan club, hit 279 in the month of June. His arm strength, remember the horrible defense? He's one of the worst, and he's not great right now. We saw the bad route he took yesterday. The other day, he made up for it with his speed. I called that out when it happened. You guys heard me live. Arm strength, top 90% in baseball. Hard hit percentage, top 85% in baseball. Bat speed, top 75% in baseball. Walks, top 78% in baseball. Base running run value, top 91% in baseball. What do the Yankees desperately struggle with? Base running, fundamentals. He's top 91 percentile because when he gets on base, there's a good chance he's going to score. Because his speed can take over. He is what you call dynamic. He is dynamic. The Yankees continue to hurt themselves by just not doing what is obvious. They do the separate. They try different things. Why do we keep doing this? You're playing Jazz out of position for DJ LeMahieu. And I know he had 2 hits yesterday. Cute. But are you really expecting long-term success here? And now maybe they're questioning the decision. What else is new?
Hey, Pete, Jira Chat, William Henry here. Pete, I loved your rant yesterday on postgame. It was awesome. I listened again when the MVP Jira posted it on Instagram. Boone's postgame conference last night was an absolute joke. I'm now 100% convinced that Boone does not make up the lineups. And the reason I say that is a lineup has 9 spots, and Boone can't count that high, even if he uses his fingers. Okay, but seriously, his point yesterday about the problem with runners in scoring position is factually completely wrong. He said that the league batting average is only 240, which is true, but it's been a baseball guideline for over 100 years that a player's batting average goes up even 100 points when a runner is in scoring position. So a 200 hitter becomes a 300 hitter.
Yeah, 300.
So if the league batting average is 240, then the runners in scoring position average should be up to 340. Instead, the Yankees are 8 for their last 50 with runners in scoring position in their most recent extra inning games. That's a 140 average, the worst in the league, and 100 points below the league average. So even if you allow for extra innings having high-quality relievers, the Yankees' numbers are still indefensible. Boone is an idiot. Anyway, I'm out. Take care, everybody. Bye. Se murió
You don't get much more of a beatdown than that. That's going to be clipped as a short because, I don't know if I can make that a short. It might be too long, but that right there, folks. That was Mike Tyson in his prime. You want to step in the ring with that? That was the easiest takedown of bullshit. See, I'm too emotional. I'm an emotional guy. I can't do what William Henry just did. William Henry said, let me digest this. Hold on a second. Let me do some numbers real quick. All right, let me take you down now. Here we go. Listen to this. Guilty. Guilty. If William Henry was the what was the counsel for the government against Diddy, he'd get all charges. Guilty. That's an absolute, what you just heard right there is an absolute takedown. Takedown of the bullshit that the media should be doing, by the way. And again, I can't believe I'm shouting out Randy Miller. Randy Miller wrote an amazing article in the New Jersey NJ.com. Basically everything that I've been saying about the Yankees, about how Boone just defends to his own detriment. The players sound like him. Anthony Volpe sat there the other day. Everybody watched it. Oh, I'm going to make that player. If I make a good throw, he's out. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't out. He wasn't out, Anthony. Anthony, here's the play. Look, here it is. He wasn't out. You got to eat that, brother. You got to eat it. There's nothing wrong with admitting if you're wrong. Somebody told me again yesterday, said, Pete. He's not going to throw his players under the bus. And I said, I get it. I'm not asking him to. This is the problem with a lot of fandom out there. I'm not asking Aaron Boone to do something. I'm not asking Aaron Boone to go, you know what? Anthony Volpe really sucked. You know, that play got to be made. This is Bush League. How can I manage this way? I'm not asking him that. I'm asking to tell the truth. That's all. You know, that's a play in that situation where he probably should pocket that one. You didn't throw him under the bus. You hurt his feelings? I don't think so. Yeah, I understand the throw to third base there, but, you know, coming up reaction is kind of fast. And I think it was just a kind of a split, quick decision. But I'd rather him kind of pocket that one there. That's it. He even said that day that the Blue Jays were taking additional bases off of the Yankees. No, you gave them additional bases. I'm sorry, guys, but you can't defend it anymore. It's bullshit. Bullshit. I got to find that clip of that kid. Bullshit. That's what it is, folks.
Hey, Pete. How you doing, Pete?
What's up,
hey,
man?
Pete. This is Mike from Louisiana. You know, I call you from time to time, you know.
Yes, sir.
First of all, how you guys are feeling, how you guys are doing during your fiancé.
Good, man. Thank you.
And all the crew. Well, hopefully you guys are okay. First, okay. You know what's going on with the Yankees, right? So I know you're seeing that. Everybody's seeing that. It's disgusting that because a lot of people are blaming, pointing fingers to everybody. But I mean, the fingers that you have to point is basically to the owner. I mean, if you are the owner, you see what's going on over there, you need to make some changes over there. I mean, that boom, I mean, look, you know how people call you and me baseball players, right? Players. They are no baseball players. They are boom players. They play for him, his way. That's why they can even win. They're never gonna win a championship under this guy. And the owner, I don't think that he cares too much about that. He cares just to make the money that you know, everybody can come and see the games, and that's it. But the blame is on that, because if I would have been the owner by now, that boom guy would have been over there. Volpe, a long time ago, I can't stand that poor boy. I'm so sorry, but he's so bad, man. He's so really bad. Volpe, Grecian, I don't care what they say. He has a good year today. I don't care. I don't care about that. You know, Wells, trade those people and the pitchers, we have to sign it too. You know who they are. The other one, trade them, please. But anyway, you guys have a good day.
Thank you, man.
And they just enjoy the fall of the Yankees. You see that they were going to be buyers. They're going to be the sellers. Buy people.
Thank you, my friend. No, look, I'll say that real quick off the top. As Ra says, voicemail 100, it starts at the top. No doubt about it. It definitely does start at the top. There's no denying that. I think we all understand that. Being sellers, though, no. They're not going to do that. If the Yankees ended up, let's say, come July 26th, and they were 3 or 4 games out in third place, 5 games out in third place, they never sell. They're not gonna sell. They will not do that. And look, rightfully so. They're the Yankees. They should just manage their team better. That's it. Manage what you got better. That's all. That's all I'm saying. But here it is, folks. This is what you got to play when the Yankees talk.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That's it. Every single time Boone talks, you just got to play that.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
I love that kid. I love the bullshit kid. He's great. A bullshit. Bullshit. A bullshit. That's what it is. When they talk, it's nothing but bullshit.
Hey, Pete Macho King in the house. How you doing? Yeah. Well, I had a lot to say, and it's going to take a little bit more than a minute. I turned on the game yesterday, and then I turned it off because I was disgusted with the same old garbage that this team put on display. And I watched your post-game, and I agree with what you said about Boone, that he's the constant through all of this and is never held accountable, no, for his lack of managing skills. But at what point does being a puppet stop and being your own man start?
That's right.
What I really thinks is he's dumber than I thought he was. But there's one other constant through all of this year, and that's Aaron Judge. And there's no doubt about the player that he is, but what do we really know about the man? Yeah. When he was a rookie in 2017, Girardi was a no-nonsense manager who would get on guys' cases, and a bunch of the young players didn't like it. No, they didn't at all. So Cashman as hell, they sided with the players and sent Girardi packing, yeah. Remember, Joe said that he thought he was coming back after his team overperformed and made it to the ALCS. And he was blindsided by getting kicked to the curb. And here comes old Bad Boone down the road, who had a half a season and 1 home run as a Yankee, and gets years of underperforming and being embarrassed around the league. But Joe Torre, who won 4 championships, was offered a prove-it contract by Trash Can. Yeah, after everything that he did, and he rightly told him to shove it, you think? But old Bad Boone gets to manage forever. I go bullshit!
Bullshit!
And Bullshit! Mode's contract, and Nix's contract, but not LaBukester, because his Judge's pale. We're keeping Rizzo around when he had CTE, because he's Judge's road buddy. How about the last offseason, one of the biggest free agents, Juan Soto, who helped the Yankees get to their first World Series in 15 years? He doesn't even get a phone call, no, nothing. Nothing from the captain in the face of the franchise. The franchise player ignored him, made up some bullshit excuse. Let me tell you, he's got to pass on that, and that's
a good
bullshit
point.
too. And now
Good point.
he's protecting his hand-picked manager because he's a nice guy who follows orders and is easy on the players. This shit started in 2018 and it's gotten worse with age. Aaron Judge! Not only are you a showboating hot dog and prima donna, but you're a liar, too.
Damn. Damn. Hold on. It continues.
If you care about this team, you throw Bad Boone under the bus like you did Girardi and get your manager who's going to keep these kids focused and execute fundamentals. And show just an all fortitude. Ooh, yeah.
I tell you what, he is unbelievable, is he not? Is that man not unbelievable or what? He's top notch. And look, again, I know some people will probably, I'm sure some people will probably hear this and, hear about, whatever it is when it comes to anybody saying, what about Aaron Judge? What about Aaron Judge? What about him? Why not? Why can't it be said? Look, I think I got in an argument. I'll share a little something with you, but I got in a back and forth a little bit with a close friend of mine about something like this. I said that, everybody under Aaron Boone would be considered a failure if they don't win a World Series, right? Everybody, including Matt Blake, and everybody loves Matt Blake, right? Matt Blake. Everybody would be a failure if they don't win a World Series. I think if you ask anybody who played on these teams all these years and you go, if you guys don't win, is it a failure? I think they tell you yes. But where's the urgency with that? Somebody said it yesterday. I think it was either on postgame or something. No. I think it was on MOYST, actually. Somebody in the chat on MOYST said, I think it was Scotty Wright. They were basically like, we're kind of doing what the Angels did with Ohtani and Trout. We got Cole and Judge, and we got close, but we haven't won. It's not far off. I mean, are we putting more into the team than they did? Yeah, but damn. Imagine never winning with these guys. Wow.
What up, Cincinnati?
Yo!
The one and only friendly neighborhood DJ Silio calling in again.
What's
How
up,
you
brother?
doing, buddy? How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm sexy.
I'm not doing good, bro. This fucking team sucks. The Kyle Malay has rubbed off on me. No, man, but I don't know if you can hear my voice, bro, but I'm not even too excited about this team right now, man. Especially Anthony Volpe.
How can you be?
Anthony Volpe has been atrocious, man. Ever since, I forgot what game now, 0, Anthony Volpe had like 3 for 4. After that, fucking cold, like his bat has been cold, bro. I don't get it. And the fact that the Yankees, the Yankee fans, all of us, we see that there's a problem with Anthony Volpe. For me, it's more of a mind thing, bro. Like he's getting into himself like way too much, and the Yankees are not helping him. Like he's sinking in deep water, but the Yankees are not throwing the life raft over to him. They're not trying to help him at all. Hey, man, so what do you think about these two suggestions for Anthony Volpe? So I was thinking maybe sit him for the next 2 games just so he could, clear his mind out, or send him down, which we know they're not going to do. But what do you think, bro? Anyways, man, I'm going to hang up. I want to hear your thoughts. Got to go. Peace.
Giving Anthony Volpe a couple of days is probably the best thing you can do. And they don't seem to want to do that. Rara says Anthony Volpe plays like DJ Steals. Damn. DJ runs, actually. He fell over on that one. But great voicemail. And I do think resting Anthony Volpe a couple of days, just kind of getting them out of there, is a pretty smart thing to do. Will they do it? No. They won't do it. They will not do that. And they should. They got Peraza. Peraza can play you 2 games. Is he going to hit? Who the hell knows? He'll field. Peraza will field. We know that. But I watched Anthony Volpe talk the other night, and it just came across as very smug. It came across as extremely arrogant again, and it's kind of the persona of this entire club is, again, you guys expect to win, but you don't play to win. And then if people question you on how you do your business, it's like, well, they're wrong. How dare they question us? Oh, I'll make that play every time. Oh, no. I did what was right. What I did was correct. I had to do that. That's how you play the game. That's the throw you got to make. When everybody's watching it going, brother, I watched that shit with my own eyes. That wasn't the play you make. Came across as very arrogant. Anthony Volpe came across very arrogant. Very arrogant. And I know he got family members that tune into this show, and I'm going to tell them. He came across very arrogant. Extremely arrogant. And it seems like it's rubbing off on this entire club. You hear them all talk, right? Yankees could lose 46-2. Aaron Judge will say, got to play a little better and do his little smirk with his face. I can't do it. His little smirk, he'll give you that. More of the same. They haven't won shit, by the way, to be arrogant about. They haven't won anything.
What's good, PD? Hey, Gabagool. Oh, man. It's your boy, Cap Boogie, calling in.
What's up, fam?
First and foremost, I just want to say, man, that post game yesterday, that rant was absolutely legendary.
Thank you.
If the Yankees don't see that and really just take some time to just analyze what's been going on since Boone has taken over, then nothing's ever going to change, bro. A great example of this is Anthony Volpe, bro. Give me a second here to pull up the stats. In his 2.5 seasons in the MLB, he is batting .228 with a .310 on-base percentage, bro, in 402 games, bro, over 1,500 plate appearances, only 44 home runs. He has an 88 WRC plus, a 723 OPS, bro. He has been the definition of unproductive. Sure, last postseason he played good, and that does matter. But at the end of the day, bro, he's not what the Yankees need. And they passed up on all these people. Boone says that they work on all of these things with these players to make sure that this doesn't happen. But it's a constant occurrence. It happens every single year. So clearly, once again, it's not the players. It's not on the players, bro. It's the leadership. It's what program are these guys running, which we know what it is. It's all based on analytics, and that's the problem. They need to stop. You can incorporate it, but that's not what the game is about, bro. You have to play. They're not playing baseball out there, bro.
Expect to win, don't play to
come
win.
in the game yesterday with it tied up made absolutely no sense. We all knew what was going to happen before it happened, bro. So, man, Boone got to go. Cashman got to go. We already know, and until this happens, if the Yankees somehow win a championship, man, it'll be a miracle. And they should have last year, but once again, fundamentals was the reason why they couldn't do that. But Boone says they work on that so much. Man, please, I'm out.
It's always funny because I told you guys, man, we could sit here and talk about this all day. I mean, I'm not even joking when I say I can honestly sit here and talk about this all day long, nonstop, because more things just pile up and pile up and pile up. They had the ultimate embarrassment. They legitimately had the ultimate embarrassment. That is losing the World Series the way they did. And what did Brian Cashman do when they talked to him about it? He said, it's no joke. What about the team's base running? Brian Cashman said in the minor leagues, we're ranked as the best. I'm not joking. That was his response. He said, Brian, the base running has been so bad. What's the issue? He goes, in the minor leagues, we're ranked one of the better ones. They never could sit there and go, yeah, man, we were bad. We got to get it right. They'll sit there and look at you and go, you're really fucking dumb, aren't you? You're really stupid. You know that? God, you're dumb. That's what they tell you. It's unbelievable. I mean, they just look at you like, what the hell do you know? How do you know more than me? You don't know more than me. It's insane.
Hey, Pete, it's Mike from Tampa.
What's up, man?
I have a couple questions. First off, I can't deal with the Yankees. They're going to make me go freaking balls. But how is Cashman not called a team like the Rockies and go, hey, we need relievers. We all suck. So let's just get something done. I don't understand how we haven't gotten anybody or even made calls or something something needs to change and they refuse to change. As you said multiple times, it's the definition of insanity is, doing the same thing over and over and hoping that there's different results. Mm-hmm. And if he doesn't do anything to help us, how is the team going to change? Jake Bird is sitting out there. They have the guy, Halverson, who throws 100 freaking every pitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just want some feedback on what you think. Hope you have a good rest of your day, buddy. Bye.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, they got work to do. We all know that. Get a third baseman. Get some arms at the bullpen. And other than that, man, I'm okay with it. If they're able to do that, that's all I'm looking for them to do. Does that mean I expect them to win? I just want to see the Yankees make the proper moves, and it's going to be very interesting because we have not that much time. I mean, this is July 2nd already, July 4th right around the corner, and as Macho and Carlos is right here, man. Call up Beater. Why is Beater not up here? Why is Clayton Beater not pitching to about a 2 ERA? I mean, why is he not up here? We need arms, and the Yankees are just. No, we're good where we are. We don't need nothing else. We're good. We're good. We're legit. Don't worry about it. You guys don't got to worry about us, man. We are good. All right, that's it. That's all there is to it.
What's good, Pete? This
Yo.
is Jeff D. Luna, always in the chat, active. This is a serious question.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the Yankees are doing this shit on purpose? Do they go through this June swoon to conserve energy because analytics tell them that they don't need to go all out. As long as they get in, they should be fine. I don't know. At this point, I'm considering anything because it's kind of like you said yesterday. If your end goal of the process is not to win, is not how many wins you have, then I guess it's just to get in. And if you get in, it's a crapshoot, like they always say. I don't know. I'm trying to think because there's no way that you can have this year after year after year. And have it at literally at the same time every single year. You go through this June swoon or this whatever, this summer dog days of losing. I don't know, man. It's just a thought that crossed my head. Well, you already know, man. Take care.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the voicemail, and I don't know, that might be the first time you've called in, so hopefully we continue to hear from you. But thank you for the voicemail. And no, man, what I'll say right there is I'll keep it as simple as I can. I don't think the Yankees are dogging it to, kind of be better in the other part of the year because they've kind of made this change with Aaron Boone and kind of having the front office run things because Joe Girardi and Tony Pena and guys like Larry Boa, they were too mean. You know what I mean? They were a bit too mean for everybody. So we went about it in a different route and the culture changed and the philosophy of the club has changed. We all know that. You can see it. It's as clear as day. They're smarter and better than everybody. They know more than everyone. They're very smug. We know that about this team. I played you guys the clip of Brian Cashman. That was the first year of Anthony Volpe. Well, when he's crushing it, I want to hear you come back. I mean, I think that's pretty basic. Well, here we are. As Mike Lupica said, I'm still waiting for him to crush it. Yankee fans are still waiting for him to crush it. We're still waiting. And I'm first in line hoping he does, but this is the Yankees for you, man. A very, very smug club. Very smug team. And, we'll see what they do at this deadline, but it's going to be fairly interesting.
What's up, Pete? And good morning to everybody in the chat. I don't know if you read my super chat, Pete, but it starts at the top. Everybody want to blame Boom, Cashman. It starts with George Jr. He's the one that's writing the checks.
Don't call him George Jr.
It's a business. He don't really care about the fans. That's why he say he don't want to spend a lot of money and all that. My man's a business. They've been doing this for the past, 15, 16 years. Like, the Yankees is not the Yankees, the old Yankees. This is the future Yankees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if we're going to have to deal with it. And that's why I tell you, if we're going to put up with all this bullshit, might as well bring all the kids up and let them play and see what we got. And Volpe, I've been 3 years holding him down and this and that, but I'm getting tired of the kid. I think New York is too tough for him. And if you ask me, I would trade his ass for Cruz and put some minor league players at it to see if we could get that guy here in New York. We need some attitude and we need some balls. And the Yankees need to make a change. If George ain't going to fire nobody, he's going to have to do something because the fans, they ain't stupid and they ain't blind. And we come from New York. We from the Bronx. You see, you can't blind a blind man, bro. Nobody ain't Stevie Wonder over here. Have a good one, Pete.
Rah, I say it in the channel trailer. I said it when NYU was established. You can't bullshit bullshitters. New Yorkers can bullshit with the best of them. You want to bullshit? We'll bullshit with you all day. But I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. You know that much. And it's the reason NYU was created. It was created for exactly what we're doing now. It was created to give the fans back a voice because the beat writers aren't doing it. And look, a lot of them would tell you, well, that's not my job. All right, cool. Then step aside and I'll be happy to do it. I'll be happy to do it. That is why this company was created. That is why we're growing the way we're growing. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's not because we want to, be happy when the Yankees lose. I'm not happy today. I don't know if I got to call this game today. Am I excited to call this game? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But the reason why NYU is growing because we're giving fans back their voice. We're taking it away from the common beat writers who go to try to make a podcast and 5 people listen to you. Well, why do you think 5 people listen to you when you go to try to make your show? And then you're probably surprised that, how do these other guys out there make podcasts and everybody wants to hear them? Well, because we're talking their language. We're not talking your bullshit. And it's kind of hard to listen to somebody that if the Yankees don't want you around, they're going to say adios, see you later. It's kind of hard to listen to that because we know you're not going to be honest to us. You can't be honest. You're not allowed to be. Jason Zillow will kick your ass out of that room in a span of 2 seconds. You kidding me? You ask certain questions, Zillow going to have you out of there. I want to listen to you. Why? So we're giving the fans a voice. We're giving the fans back their voice. We're trying to get love back to this organization. We're trying to get it through their mind that we still want better. We expect better. Don't give us that nonsense. We're the New York Yankees. We are the most storied franchise in the planet. As Lowe said earlier, don't turn us into the Dallas Cowboys, brother. We ain't trying to beat out of Major League Baseball. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great episode of All Rise. Thank you guys so much. I know there's been some mornings we haven't been able to do All Rise. Like I told you guys, I'm working on countless different things. My schedule has been a wreck, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Know game season live later tonight. It should be very, very, very interesting. On the mound tonight, we will have Will Warren versus a little Jose Berrios on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. Warren's been good as of late, 4.37 ERA. Berrios with a 3.26 ERA. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your day. Much love to each and every one of you. Peace out, baby. Catch you guys later.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they at their best, we still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne, yeah. Ain't no one doing the shit that we doing. Ain't nobody moving the way that we moving. How about the sprinter and shooter?